Hey YouTubers, Mike Martins here. Mike Martins channel. I'm here testing out my new studio in Benito Juarez, Mexico, where I'm transmitting to you people. Anyways, I want to, if the mic pops a bit, let me know. If I'm too dark, let me know. Just let me know and I'll do adjustments as I go along with you guys. I appreciate the feedback. It really means a lot to me. Anyways, I got a really good housing crisis discussion here. Solid one, solid one. And I'll leave a link below for you guys so you guys could read it. It says, BC government plans for slower housing market. It does, it says that. Less property transfer tax and more tax from foreign buyers in 2017. It's by Haley Wooden from the Business in Vancouver, February 22nd, 2017 at 2:40 p.m. The provincial government is planning for a slowdown in the housing market over the next year. The BC government is anticipating a double-digit decline in BC housing starts at property transfer tax revenue and increased revenue from its foreign buyers tax over the course of the next year. The projected slowdown across BC housing market has expected to leave the province with 483 million less revenue from its property transfer tax in 2017 and 28, a 23.9% drop year over year as the market activity for the year ahead is forecasted to return to 2015-2016 levels. Over the following 2 years, the province projects revenue fall an average of 3.9% annually to reach 1.4 billion in 2019-2020 compared with the more than 2 billion generated last year. Wow. $2 billion that was generated through taxation. Oh my God. Anyways, the anticipated market slowdown tracks in part of housing starts, which are expected to drop by 28.4% this year compared to 33% increase seen in 2016. In quotations, it says, we don't expect the real estate market to be percolating along at the level it was last year, said Minister of Finance Michael De Jong. Certain taxes on real estate, however, are expected to generate greater revenue over the years to come. It's really sad how they need to use taxes on people's property to generate and stimulate the economy. I don't know if you guys have been watching my channel for the last 2.5, 3 years, and I've been talking about and predicting what's been going to happen almost spot on. And it's really kind of depressing in a way that why we focused on exporting, improving our lumber industry, creating more jobs. Why aren't we looking at fabricating, creating furniture in Canada, for example, with the wood that we take and export it instead of exporting the wood and then buying the furniture back from the U.S. at high taxes? I don't know nothing. I'm just going to continue here. Total revenue for the province foreign buyer tax implemented in August of last year is expected to hit 150 million annually over the next 3 years. Tax generated by 1 billion in residential properties purchased by foreign buyers, although through 2019-2020. So they're forecasting way ahead, and I don't like when people forecast 2-3 years ahead, because usually when the poop hits the fan, people start getting mad. Anyways, according to Minister De Jong, where foreign activity in Metro Vancouver residential real estate once constituted 15 to 17% of the market activity, levels have dropped between 3 to 5%, a sign that the tax had desired impact. And that's in quotations, desired impact. But also expects to see property taxes grow on average 4.6% per year over the next 3 years, bringing an additional 593 million in taxes by 2019 and 2020 over the current fiscal year's estimates. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt, people. To address housing affordability, the BC government announced in its budget for 2017 that it would be increasing the threshold of the province's first-time home buyers program to 500,000 from 475,000, a move it estimates will save first-time buyers to $8,000 in property transfer tax. Budget 2017 also provides an additional $159 million to maintain assistance levels for low-income families and seniors requiring support with their private rental payments. So, like I said, we're putting all our eggs in the basket here in BC. Alberta did it with oil, and look what happened. The ship sank, and the ship sank fast. I think it's just getting to a point where people just can't afford to live in the city. I left the city. I wasn't making headway. You know what I'm saying? If I stayed in Vancouver any longer, I would stay in that broken record trend, just repeat and repeat and repeat. Let's continue here. For the year ahead, the province will continue to administer 700 million BC Home Partnership Programs, which offers up to 37,500 in 5-year interest-free loans to first-time homebuyers seeking financial assistance. Government will also continue administering its previous announced 920 million in funding dedicated creating additional affordable housing supply. But then it goes back to getting a loan on a loan. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I don't get it. You're just getting into more debt with the 37 large, you know. Comment below on that. Continuing to explore partnership opportunities with the municipal governments to better address housing capacity and enhance the processing, approval, and permitting of housing development applications are also a priority for the coming year. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'll leave a link below. It's scary to see how, my opinion on this is the economy cannot, it's not a healthy economy to bank on housing. It's actually really bad. And the government stepping in and controlling it more and more takes the freedom, and I guess you do need the government so everybody doesn't get bought out. But I don't know. You know, like I've heard rumors or stories that if your house was painted blue, you would pay a higher tax. If your house was painted red, you pay a higher tax. Like there's so many rumors going around from like in the last 100 years where it just, government influence is good when it comes to policing, very important, hospitals, doctors, all that stuff. Hey, I'm for it. I'm behind it 1,000,000%. But now that, you know, stepping in deep into the housing market, it's getting, do we need the government? Yeah, we do now because we're in a hole of a mess. How did they fix it? Well, they implemented a few foreign taxes and blah 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 for foreign investors. And foreign investors from all over the world that are investing and speculating in the markets. A lot of people are pulling their money out of the markets. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's like a dog chasing its tail. I just don't see a solution. I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. Raising taxes, it actually hinders. I know people are like, oh, they're raising taxes, but the hindrance of raising a tax shies people away from buying even more. You know what I'm saying? Then the prices are out of control. Then the property taxes get out of control. I mean, yeah, there's a huge slowdown in the market, but raising property tax isn't going to help the situation. It's going to create more revenue, but I just, you know, it's like when I had this really, I had a cell phone, and the phone broke within a month of me owning it. Well, a month and a half, the phone just burned inside. It was a Note 2. I took it back to the dealer, and I said, hey, guys, this phone, I don't know what to do. Well, it's out of the warranty. We can't help you. Okay, fine, you can't help me. Now what? Well, you got to pay out your contract. It's going to be $850. Holy crap. Really? Or we're going to take you to collections and destroy your credits. I'm like, okay. So what is one to do? It's like, it's this situation here where so kind of, how do I, you know, so I paid the phone off. Done. Phone's paid. And I discontinued doing business with them. Instead of them making the $30 or $40 a month off me for the rest of my life, now they're getting zero. So you see where I'm going here with this? It's shying away from people getting into the market now that the taxes are going up, and it's hurting the working poor. The working poor. There's no middle class. Okay, you could scratch that off your list. Scratch the middle class off the list, people, because it's working poor now. A majority of us are working poor. We're just getting by, and raising property taxes, like it's like raising the interest rate on your mortgage. They were saying here in the article, they want to get it up to 4.5% in the next X amount of years. Here in the article, they said that 4.6% over the next 3 years. That's horrible. I mean, I mean, are they cutting taxes, or are they trimming it in other areas, or are they just taxing homeowners now? Anyways, I don't know, man, because this is what do you think is gonna? You think they're not gonna raise rent? Oh, tenant says, I gotta raise your rent. Well, I gotta pay more tax. It trickles down to the poor always. I don't know, man. I'll leave a link below. You guys comment. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about this. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.